And here we are for the third round of the International GT League. It's May that takes championship lead over Vitman G, the reigning champion, in second. As for the constructors, the last Mercedes are at the top, with extra sissy Subarus in second and Vitman G Racing in third. Vitman G takes pole position as we're here in the Mie Prefecture of Japan for Suzuka. It's Nike Donner, Ada's replacement, in second, and Raitate in third. Lights out and away we go here in Suzuka. It's a fascinating start from Vitman G. Extra Frosty looking to get a good start to cause an upset to the Porsches immediately as we charge now down into what the first corner. TNT trying to get down the inside of both Porsches. A bit of contact between TNT and Raitate. One of the Subarus has gone off there in the background. It's interesting, and a bit further around. It's Crazy Buttocks is round, and Crazy Buttocks has spun, and now Crazy Buttocks is plummeted down to the back of the grid. Early on in this race, Crazy Buttocks has fallen himself down the order. There's Foxy at the back as well, and I think that's Squeak's going up, and the other Lexus is spinning. The two Mercedes getting very close to each other. Championship leader, and they make contact. The two Mercedes make contact, going through the S's, navigating their way through all the tricky lefts and rights and lefts and rights again as we head now through Dunlop. And that's Ninja on the back of Melon. Don't wonder if Melon's going to go for it. Nike Donner managed to jump Raitate. However, Nike Donner's not technically moved because Extra Frosty's managed to get himself up in a second. So in fact, both Porsches have moved down a position, especially Raitate's gone from third to fourth. And here comes Raitate. He's going to try and get around the outside of his teammate. No, he's not. But that's Nike Donner going down the inside the hairpin, and he's done it. Nike Donner's through and into second place. Vitman G now leads. And now it's time for Extra Frosty to have to defend against Raitate. Is Raitate going to do it as we run through the 200R complex and in towards Spoon? It's a tricky corner. You're riding through. It's fast on entry. It starts to get into a braking zone. Here comes Raitate. There's TNT coming down the inside. Extra Frosty into Spoony. They backs out of that one. And now Nike Donner's got his teammate Raitate. Nike Donner replacing for Ada 2014, who could not be here for his own personal reasons. May then is hard to follow his teammate M3 guy, the championship leader, down in 9th place. That's not good enough for him. And the other Subaru is Insisi. He's down in 11th place. He's got BG Robbo 28. He's down to 12th. And now comes Robbo. He's going to make a move down the inside and Insisi into 130R. The Mercedes are going to swap positions in 130R as well. And in fact, they do. And there's Robbo again. He's gone down the inside of M3 guy. Is he going to hold it? Yes, he does, down the inside of Squeaks. Unbelievable. Robbo gets 3 cars in the span of 2 corners, and that's now Robbo who's moved his way up in a 9th, and now he hunts down the championship leader. Insisi has to sit behind M3 guy, and M3 guy managed to hold on, and now here's TNT coming down the inside. And Extra Frosty TNT has made his way into the top 4. Does Frosty fight back around the outside? No, he does not. That Subaru has the downforce to get through here quickly. Why is that Aston Martin strength, the American? Is it going to be enough for him on this scenario? Here's Nike Donner. There's a lap 1 incident under investigation, so we'll see what that entails and if anyone gets penalised for that. There's Foxy. I wonder if that incident that is now under investigation is mainly the incident with Crazy Buttocks spinning around, because there looked to have been contact there between Crazy Buttocks and I believe Robbo might have been involved in that one as well. Here's Melond then, the Austrian. He managed to put it in pole, and Monza unfortunately drops back, and here he is now chasing down Extra Frosty, and here comes TNT, and now Frosty's trying to shape up a move to get around the outside the hairpin. Does he make it work? He's ahead actually under the braking zone. What a move from Frosty to get around the hairpin. Can he hold him off though? Does TNT fight back? He had the inside line for the hairpin. Now he's on the outside for this 200 hard corner that leads straight into Spoon, and TNT gets it around the outside of there, and that's fascinating. What a great battle. That now puts TNT into 4th. Now that puts Frosty back down to the threat of Melond. The 2 Porsches have swapped positions. Robbo's starting to build out a gap. Foxy's in 14th with Hobo Fraggins and Crazy Buttocks. So now we're seeing a scrap at the back to see who's going to come out in 13th. We've got a Jaguar versus Aston Martin. Here comes the Aston of Foxy into Spoon. He backs out of that one. I don't think he tried to fully commit into there. And there's Hobo Fraggins in 13th. Foxy's in 14th. And that is Crazy Buttocks rounding up the rear at the back in 15th place, which is a bit disappointing start for him. He got involved in a contact in an incident that caused him to be spinning round off the track into turn 1. I'm sure we'll see a replay. Foxy going to try and get around the outside of 130R. No, he's not, as we head down the West Straight. And now it's a 1-point penalty as Hobo Fraggins drives his way off the track. 1 point will be deducted from Robbo's overall tally for causing that collision. I'm getting word that So he was found at fault for the incident with Crazy Buttocks at the start. Well, that was responsible for why Crazy would keep spinning. This is Melon's now. He's ahead of Frosty, actually. Melon's found his way in front of Frosty, and now Melon's hunting down TNT, the American in the Aston Martin. Is Melon gonna make the move? He's following him through the S's. We just go round and round and round. It's a very tricky circuit to overtake on, particularly in this first sector. It'll be interesting to see if anyone's going to give it a go. It's not really a good circuit for overtaking. The circuit initially was built as a Honda test track. That's why it's very Honda styled. You can see the Ferris wheel in the background. Now the Honda built this circuit as a test track to develop and test their Honda cars. Now obviously it's a racing circuit, and it's a very unique in the sense that it's a figure of 8 track. As you can see there's the under the bridge, and in fact that's TNT having to defend from Melon as Melon tries to carry the car on the outside, and it works as TNT got a bit horrific on the exit. Melon's now into 4th place. He moves into the top 4. TNT drops to 5th place, and he's now back into the threat of Extra Frosty. However, for how much longer? Here comes TNT in the back of Melon. He's trying to keep with him. In fact, TNT spun. TNT spins, and he spins round even more at Spoon. He just catches himself onto the turf, and there goes Frosty, who just did lightly hit him. And now that's Ninja on the back of May. May on the back of Ninja. Ninja on the back of TNT. Now May's got to catch up and overtake the championship leaders down the order. He wants to limit the amount of points that Vim and G will take away from him. Is he going to go for it to 130? No, he does not. There's Robert prowling around in the background. Is May going to go for it on Avi? In fact, he gets a bit squirmy towards Ninja, and Ninja has to yield. That's the position done away. And now Robbo has suddenly really caught up. But in fact, that's M3 guy diving it down the inside of Squeaks into the triangle. M3 guy doesn't get that slowed down, has to take to the AstroTurf, doesn't hit Squeaks. However, now the white-topped Subaru of Insisi is now about to try and overtake M3 guy. Is the Subaru going to do it? Is Insisi going to be able to make his way through? He's in the slipstream. He's still in the slipstream. I don't think it's going to be enough. And in fact, there's a bit of contact there as Robbo is now in front of Ninja. Robbo is now into 8th place. However, he's got Ninja behind. I wonder if there's a bit of argy-bargy kicking off as they come through the S's. Is Ninja trying to threaten the other Volkswagen? He's now under threat from May. Squeaks and M3 guy are under investigation. Number 96 and number 44 are being investigated for an incident. So there's Ninja. Now there's Squeaks and there's M3 guy and there's Insisi. So I believe that might actually be the incident at the chicane, where M3 guy just sent it from all hell into the back. Well, not into the back of, but he tried a very opportunistic dive bomb on Squeakers. In fact, Melon's lost the position at TNT at some point, and now Melon's going to get him in the hairpin. No, he's not. He's going to follow him around. You can overtake the hairpin. It's one of the better off overtaking spots. And now, in fact, that's Ninja and May, who look to have had a bit of an incident. And in fact, what's happened to Ninja? He's gone off into the gravel. He's gone wide, and he's gone it horribly wrong. The Jaguar drops a long way back down the order, all the way down into 12th place. That's not very fun for him. Ninja on the podium in Fuji has really seemingly struggled since then. He didn't do well in Monza, and he looks far off a podium here in Suzuka. So far as we can see, Squeaks out with a bit of tyre smoke being kicked up. Now Melon to that Volkswagen very quick. We've seen it time and time again. It is really good on that straight. Is it going to be good enough to get TNT, however, coming into 130R? We've seen a couple of people look to make moves here. In fact, we saw Robbo do it on lap 1. We've not really seen anyone else trying to attempt, and here comes down the inside on Melon, go down the inside, and on TNT he gets the car slowed down for the chicane. Fantastic, what a move done, and that's Melon into 5th place. TNT's in 6th, 7th is May. And in fact, on that bombshell, May comes into the pits, Vitamin G in the pits, and that means Racer Tay and Mike Donner, the two Porsches, now run 1 and 2. And in fact, here comes TNT. He moves over to the inside. Is he going to come straight back on Melon? He tries to. His yellow flags kicking around somewhere. NCC trying to catch up to M3 guy. That Subaru is not the quickest in a straight line in comparison to the Mercedes. It looks like it's going to struggle, and it does. He does not get close enough. Now that's Vitamin G on the back of BG028. However, Vitamin G has come out of the pits. I'm sure Vitamin will make light work of the Volkswagen driver. The other Volkswagen driver is 96 and 44, so it's Squeakers and M3 guy. In fact, here's Vitamin G trying to muscle his way around, and now does he try and get around the outside? And there's M3 guy still holding on. everything he's got on Intisy, and in fact he's still trying to find his way past his Intisy, and Intisy's through. Intisy gets through at Dunlop, I believe that was. The move is done, and Robbo loses the position to Wittmann G as well. Was expecting Wittmann to find his way past Robbo eventually. I can't imagine that one taking too long. There's Melon, then he's trying to catch up to the back of Extra Frosty, who's got and Melon's got TNT behind him. Be interesting to see what comes of that. Intisy, M3 guy, and I believe it's the Squeakers are coming around the hairpin now. That's Intisy. M3 and Intisy are under investigation. Ninja, you also might have caught that Ninja and Squeakers were under investigation as well. I'm assuming that's the incident at the hairpin where Ninja lost a lot of positions. As I wonder if the stewards are looking into that to see if there's any contact. So then, Intisy on the back of Squeaks. Both of these have been investigated time and time and time again, because there just seems to be a lot of incidents. It's not the easiest track to overtake. It's a real technical driver's circuit. This one requires more skill than the other two. Well, not saying that the other two are easy. There's a 1-point penalty for Squeakers, and I believe that's for the incident with Ninja. Melon's on the back of Frosty now. Here comes Melon. He's actually gaining on Frosty now. That Volkswagen is really quick. It's got a 7th gear, unlike most Group 3s. That really odd-looking Vision GT GTI. It's not got a roof. It's open-roofed, which I'm sure would have some safety concerns. The Intisy and M3 guy has been declared a racing incident, so no further action to be done on that one. Melon is still on the back of Extra Frosties. Here we are on lap 6. We're approaching onto the halfway point of the Suzuka race. It's been a cracking race so far. We've been seeing scraps happening all throughout the field, and here's Melon trying to catch up to Extra Frosties. Follow him now through that Dunlop, turn 7. In fact, Intisy's going slow. Ninja's caught up. Intisy's getting a wobble. Ninja's on the gravel, and that looks to allow Crazy Buttocks. Is Crazy Buttocks going to find his way around? He's going to try. It's not quite enough. Intisy. What is happening to Intisy and Ninja? They really seem to be struggling in this one. In fact, Crazy Buttocks slides his way through, heading into Dunlop, and he's through just about. He's holding his way through, and he's ahead. He is definitely ahead, and that's now TNT and Wittmann G's going wheel to wheel through the hairpin, as they've now run out of hairpin and into flat all the way now. As you try to pick out your braking zone, you have to prepare yourselves for Spoon. There are multiple cars under investigation. I guess that was when everyone was getting a bit frisky, heading through the S's. So then Wittmann G and TNT getting PTSD from when he spun under on the AstroTurf. I'm sure he does not want that to happen, and Wittmann G gets through in the end. Now Wittmann G hunting down Melon, hunting down Frosty. We'll see as we lovely camera shots here, as we can see there's B28 in the background. There's Melon trying to hang around. So this is on board with Foxy, I believe. Yes, it is Foxy, the Aston Martin. This is to find out what happened to Foxy off Forsaken. Incredible launch in that car. It's fantastic. Robbo a bit less so. The acceleration of Volkswagen, he seems to be bogging down a lot on the start. It seems to struggle. What happens here? It just gets out onto the gravel and spins. So it looks like Foxy just spins around on his own accord. A bit disappointing for him, but... And then there's Crazy Buttocks' car in the grass on the inside turn 2, so that's not really good for him. Now this is actually on board with Crazy Buttocks. 9th place in qualifying, did okay, he's inside the top 10. May is starting behind him, Ninja is starting in front of him, with us Intisy directly in front of him in the Subaru. And the lights go out and they go racing. He sets off the mediocre start, good around cars. Intisy getting off well, so what happens then? What is there in terms of contact? Intisy's, I guess, sandwiched as a Mercedes. That's May going past. He sort of lets Intisy through on the AstroTurf. Oof! Yeah, there was collision there. He just got tapped up the rear, and there's Crazy Buttocks round. He's saying hello to the fans, gets it buried in the grass. Not ideal for Crazy Buttocks. This is now a bit further up the order. This is Intisy. We'll soon find out what happens to the American. The other American, his countryman, TNT, starts just there in 6th. You can say incredible launch. That Volkswagen, really not good off the start, and it drops back yet again behind Melon. Although Melon, the second phase of the start for Intisy just doesn't seem to go. There's a bit of contact there. Intici goes off, he rejoins, he gets a bit squirmy, and that's about it. And then he goes off again, he's off again, taking advantage of track limits, and that's about it for Intici. Just losing a lot of positions. Now, as we cut back to the racing, Vitman G all over the back of Melon. Is Melon going to go for it down the inside into the chicane? On Extra Frosty, he looks to try. No, he's not. These will snake their way through the chicane. The two Porsches lead 1 and 2, both into the pits. Number 7, number 23, number 96 are all declared a racing incident. So that's Ninja, Squeaks, and Intici. Vitman G follows Extra Frosty, who takes the lead of the race. Melon drops the position. Vitman G moves to the outside, and around the outside he gets them both. Fantastic. And Vitman G retakes the lead, and Frosty spins it out on the turf, coming out of turn 1. That allows Melon to capitalise on the opportunity. Heading into turn 2, is Melon going to make the move? Is he going to work? Is he going to work? No, it's not. Here's the Porsche Racer coming out of the pits. This is May. There's Night Donna. May moves over to get the move on Crazy Bullocks, but Crazy Bullocks stays in the slipstream. Be careful, Night Donna doesn't want to get himself stuck in there in case that all goes wrong coming out the pits. There's Crazy Bullocks who goes round, and that's allowed May to sneak his way through. Night Donna follows May through, and Intici's up in a 5th place, though without having pitted. So it looks like that it's a one-stop strategy that a lot of the cars are going for then. So Extra Frosty, 2nd place, just edging out Melond. He's been just edging out Melond for the entire race. Now Vitman G's through, but I wonder if Vitman G's going to be making a 2nd stop, whereas the Porsches have pitted. They both pitted on lap 6, so it looks like they are going to try and get to the end. We've got Melond and Frosty, and Melond is actually looking to make the move, and in fact that's Intici getting directly involved with May, who's getting involved with Night Donna, and now here comes Intici trying to get him out the Degners. That didn't quite work. Is Intici going to shape him up? We've seen a couple of overtakes at the hairpin, we've seen attempts at the hairpin. Not enough. There's Crazy Bullocks just hanging around in the background waiting for something to go wrong, and now May has to catch up and keep with Night Donna. Is it going to work though? There's Extra Frosty. Is he going to try and keep ahead of Melon? Yes, he is going to keep ahead of Melon. He's going to try anyway as we head down the back straight, down the west straight, which leads into the 130 radius corner. Here's May. Here's Night Donna. Are we going to see any sort of action here? And there's Night Donna getting out on the AstroTurf. That loses him into a bit of a spin, a half spin sort of, but not even that. Now that allows May to really get inside his slipstream. Now he's following him all the way down the back straight. That Porsche, it's okay in a straight line, but how does the Mercedes compare? May tries to get himself around the outside. Does he go around the outside? No, he does not. No, he does not. May does not manage to make the move around the outside. I don't know. That would have been incredible and just full bravery to try and make that work. Frosty, Melon to head to the pit lane now. Night Donna's going to take 3rd place, it looks like. Does May pit in again? May has already pitted, and yes, May's in for his 2nd stop. There's the Volkswagen and the Subaru Cruise getting to work. There's Race taking me down the main straight. Looks like he seems to be serving a penalty because this allows Night Donna to catch up. And where are the cars that come into the pit lane? There's May, there's Intici, there's Frosty coming out of the pits now, so it looks like they're all starting to get out on the move. The two Porsches are running really well for each other, 2nd and 3rd. They were running 1-2 for a lap or 2 when the Vitman G came into the pit lane, so great racing from them. TNT's doing well in 4th place. He's really dragging that Aston to score a lot of points in a black and red Aston, love it or hate it. Here comes Melond, and there's Squeaks who gets a little bit of tyre, and then in fact that's Crazy Bullocks weaving around inside the pit exit. Lets Ninja through because he doesn't want to just career into the side of him. There's Ninja, and so here we go then, flicking for the race order. It's Vitman G that leads, Racer Tay 2nd, Night Donna 3rd, 4th is TNT, 5th, I can't remember, but either way we're now watching 11th versus 10th to get a spot inside the top 10. He's not had the best of races, but is he going to make a move ahead of M3 guy? Is it going to work for him? And yes, he does. He gets the run coming out of Dunlop. He's going to try and go down the inside of Dunlop. He's still trying to hold it there and into the Degners. However, M3 guy completely shuts him off with the Degners, and Intici gets that one slightly wrong. And in fact, Ninja turns in and hits him, and there was contact there between Ninja and Intici. Now Crazy Bullocks is in 13th. Is Crazy going to do enough? Is it going to work for him? Here's Night Donna, here's Racer Day. Vitman G makes his 2nd pit stop in this race on lap 8 of 12, coming toward the end of this race. Racer Day, Night Donna, in fact that was Melond, and Melond, who was the other one? I can't remember. Melond was going side by side, and in fact that's Ninja and Crazy Bullocks going so close to each other, behind each other with the Intici, and you can see them there. There's Ninja, there's Crazy Bullocks. Is he going to make a move down into Spoon? Yes, he just comes down the inside into Spoon. Not quite enough, I'm afraid. Ninja tries to hold on, and he does hold on, and in fact he's still in 12th place. He's been under investigation quite frequently, so has Insici, so has M3 again. In fact, Melon, TNT and Extra Frosty have been battling all race long. Now Racer T actually assumes the lead of the race because of Vitman G pitting in. The two Porsches, Road 1 and 2, we see Nike Donna replacing Adder in this race. There's TNT, looks to come down the inside of Melon, doesn't quite make that one. Here's TNT, he's still trying to find it, it's not quite enough. Them three then go side by side. In fact, Squeaks May's serving a penalty, I do believe. And now then, here comes Ninja following in the slipstream, trying to get the slipstream. You can see May and the Mercedes a long way off. There's all these cars following each other down the main straight. And that blue car, the Lexus at the back, sticks out quite a lot, in fact. So then here's Ninja, he's trying to follow. In fact, I believe he's just been overtaken as NCC by M3 Gar, at least it looks like to be an overtaking attempt. NCC's following M3 Gar through the S's. You can't really overtake here because it's easy to defend, it's not easy to overtake around Suzuka. And then as they come into turn 7, I believe this will be Dunlop. NCC tries to get around the outside, that was inevitable, and he goes to play with the sandcastles. Why on earth did NCC try to make that one around the outside? No one would have thought that works. In fact, there was contact, and M3 Guy's gone to play with sandcastles off at the Degners, spins it the other way round, and there was definitely contact there between Ninja and M3 Guy. So then Nike Donna, Racer T lead away with Vitman G in third. Is Vitman G going to be able to overtake both of these? He's got fresher tyres than that of Racer T and Nike Donna. Multiple cars on investigation again. So then here's Extra Frosty, here's TNT going wheel to wheel, coming down the back straight into 130R. Now TNT's all over the back of Extra Frosty. He's going to be Nike Donna, second place. It looks like he's going to have to protect Racer T from Vitman G. However, the one key thing as to why the strategy of this race is going to have come alive at this point, Vitman G is in third place, and that, however, making a second stop, has indeed got fresher tyres than that of Nike Donna and Racer T. And do the Porsches have to feel safe? And here comes May coming down the inside on Squeaks, under braking into the triangle. There's a bit of contact. Squeaks defends, and it's unbelievable, but Squeaks manages to keep the position. Does make it in front. Yes, he gets down the inside into the final corner, coming onto the main straight and onto lap 10. May has made the move. The championship leader. I doubt he'll be championship leading after this one. Who May won in Monza, his first ever IGTL win, and now comes Squeaks to get around the outside. No, unfortunately, Squeaks does not get around the outside of turn 1. May holds himself into 8th place. You will have also noticed Ninja gets a 3-point penalty and has in fact been penalised for the contact with Squeaks, I believe it was. Now, Vitman G's all over the back of Nike Donna. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Parasites and viruses. This race is about to get exciting. It's not over yet. We've got 3 laps, 2.5 to be slightly more precise. Here comes Vitman G into Spoon. Is he going to try it? I think Vitman G's got too much in the line, and here comes Nike Donna. He's off. He's gone wide at Spoon, and Vitman G's made probably one of the easiest moves he's ever had to do, as Nike Donna falls off the track of Spoon, and that allows Vitman G. Vitman G turns his sights toward the race leader. Racer T's not won in what feels like forever. He didn't win at all in season 4. It was season 3 at some point last time. In season 3, I believe it to be the season 3 Maggiore race, which was the last time that Racer T won, and he's sure as hell going to be determined to win this one. Can he do it though? He's got 2 laps to hold off against the reigning champion. Is Racer T going to win, or will it be Vitman G? We've got 2 opposing strategies, 2 completely different cars. Who's going to come out on top here? A Peugeot or a Porsche? It's going to be a great one, this race. I could honestly see this one coming all the way down onto the last lap. We are on to the final penultimate lap. You've just got to keep it tidy. You've got to keep it consistent. Vitman G at the moment has got the fastest lap. It looks like that might stay that way. Vitman G's in second then, but can Racer T hold it? Is it going to be enough for Racer T? We got Extra Frosty who's following Melon through into turn 1. Frosty's been having a solid race, however his teammate Insici, slightly less good from Insici. It's been a bit of a down performance from him. However, so then, now back to the battle for the lead. Racer Tay versus Vitman G. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and believe me, she's only just started to warm up her vocal cords. So, it's gonna be on now. Vitman G, Racer Tay, number 209 versus number 16, the Season 4 champion versus the Season 3 title contender. Who is going to win here in Suzuka? I know we're looking at Frosty for some reason. Either way then, so Frosty's in a battle of his own trying to catch up to Melon, and Vitman G's just closing, he's gaining, he's reeling him in like a fish, and here we come, into Spoon we go now, round Spoon, you need to get the exit, in fact Vitman G's gonna go for it, he's down the inside, and they go side by side, and I think there might have been a bit of wheel banging, Vitman G, Racer Tay going side by side, and Vitman G's through for the race lead, here comes Racer Tay is still alongside. Racer Tay tucks into the slipstream. He's not going to give up as he comes into 130R. Vitman G leads. Is Racer Tay going to go for the move? Or does there too much on the line for him to go for it? He makes his intentions clear. He moves over to the inside, but he doesn't give it everything. I almost wonder if that was an intimidation tactic from Tay, trying to scare Vitman G into a mistake. Well, Vitman has really started to pull out a gap, and Racer Tay, he's dropped to second place now. What disappointment that is. He could have won, and it's not over yet. We've got the final lap, the final showdown. There's Nike Donna in the background. Racer Tay, Vitman G, who is going to come out on top. It's not over yet. Vote for your favourite driver now. And now then, so then, as we can see, Frosty, I don't think he's making any progress toward overtaking Melon. Racer Tay, he's in second place. Vitman G leads, but is it going to be enough for Vitman G? Is he going to hold on for the final lap here in Suzuka to take his second win? And in fact, that's Ninja trying to get around the outside of Squeaks. Squeaks defends on the inside. Where's Ninja in all of this? Ninja is still there. He is, and here they come round the final corner. Crazy Buttocks is having to defend against Incy. The white-topped Subaru, I don't know if any of you noticed, but the Incy has a white roof, and Frosty has a just normal military green coloured roof. And in fact, Nike Donna's in second, Tay's in third, Tay's dropped to third, and now his chances of winning have all but been disintegrated. And now there goes Racer Tay, who's dropped all the way down to third, and now Nike Donna's in a second. Hobo Fraggins goes off, but he's a lap down at least. So that's unfortunate for Roberts. Not been a good race for the Jaguars. They seem to have really struggled this week, this afternoon. Now then, is Melon going to be able to catch Racer Tay? Is Melon going to be able to take the podium? And now here's TNT, who's in 6th. And Vitman G leads quite comfortably now. The Nike Donna in second place. Is Squeak still trying to defend against NCC. So Ninja has indeed gotten ahead of the Lexus. And NCC has also gotten himself ahead of Crazy Buttocks. The Squeaky Buttocks cars, they've been doing okay. They've been scoring points, but I'm not too sure how well they've been doing at scoring points. And now the Subarus, who are contending for the Constructors' Championship. And in fact, I believe, and your winner, it looks like he's going to come home in Suzuka, has done everything right on a 2-stop strategy. He retakes the championship lead for the second time in Season 5. Your winner, Vitman G. Second place is going to bring on for Nike Donna, replacement for Ada, and he replaced Incy in Monza, and he gets a podium. Fantastic from Nike. Here's Racer Tay in third. Fourth place is going Frosty. Melon's going slow. Melon's out of fuel. Melon has ran out of fuel as he comes down the final corner. In fact, is TNT going to get him? No. Melon 5th, TNT's in 6th. 7th place is May. In 8th place, it looks to be Robbo, who's taking a real off-track excursion. Looks to have gone that one wrong coming out of 130R as he heads through. Ninja got to 9th. Squeaks has also gone off. NCC in 10th. 11th is Squeakers. 12th place is Crazy Buttocks. 13th, M3 Guy. Fox is in 14th. And in 15th is Hobo Fraggins. So Vitman G then, your winner yet again for the second time this season. The reigning champion's really doing everything he needs to defend his title. So this is what happened to Racer Tay. As you can see, he's coming through the S's now, and I believe this is turn 7 or Dunlop, and he just gets it too far out. He gets a snap oversteer, puts it on the gravel, and he's spun. Disappointing from Tay. He could have won, but with 3 races down, what does the championship look like? Vitman G takes a championship lead of 11 points over May, who's second, and in third place is now Racer Tay. The battle in the midfield's looking good between TNT, Crazy Buttocks, Robbo, Squeakers. As for the constructors, it is indeed the Subarus that take the championship lead. Vitman G racing in second, and May's in third. Thank you, and goodbye.